Okay. Welcome, YouTube. Sorry for the delayed start today. I'm working with a bunch of new equipment here, which took me a little while to figure out the settings and everything like that, and it took a little bit of a trial and error. But that's not the only challenges that I've had today. I've also had a ridiculously terrible day where I was just trading wise. I mean, where I'm just wrong every freaking time. I'm like 0 for 6 today, and I lost over $400. Not a very good start to the month, to the week. Not good at all. Definitely not happy about it. There's plenty of movement that I was just on the wrong side of it every which way. So let's start with a Dow because that's the one that kicked my ass the most. Um, if we're looking at the what I'm looking for here is you can see that I have this in label here where I'm looking for a tweezer John Wick kind of trade, which is just it's just some trigger words. It's just a way for me to remember like what I want to do, right? And what we're looking for when I say tweezer is you see a little bit of a tweezer here where you see two candles with similar sized wicks, and the wicks are pretty much they stop at pretty much the same level. The closer to the same tick, the better. Obviously, you know, the high of this and the high of this is a little bit different, but it's pretty close. Same thing here. Height of this, and it's not ideal, but it's pretty close. This I wouldn't allow. I wouldn't count that at all because it's too big of a size difference. Um, but we got to see another one right here, right? And so I'm actually seeing another opportunity to take this. Now this is something that's slightly new. I've known about this formation, this candle formation before, but I didn't really actively use it as an entry point, and I want to start doing so because I'm noticing that, and this isn't just me. I'm not the genius that comes up with this stuff all by myself. There's a lot of correlating evidence from traders that I respect where they use candle formations, and I know of them, but I know that I have not been incorporating it into my game as much. Um, and you see a lot of and the John Wick type of thing is a similar kind of situation where you just see big wicks within a kind of range. So we're kind of seeing it here. This is kind of big, not really. I don't know. It's kind of a setup here in terms of candle formation, but it's not ideal. So here was my idea of taking a short. Once I saw the candlestick formation over here, I took a short. Obviously, I was wrong. I got stopped out. I took it again. I believe I took it again at the 26,500, and I was wrong again. And so now it's up to me to take it again at this 670 26,575 level, which is this little double tweezer type of candle formation that we're seeing over here for a reversal. But I got scared. I already got stopped out twice, and that sucked. And that's $75 each. Oh no, one was actually more because I stacked for more contracts trying to get a 1-to-1, and so really it's like 375 times 3, which is 225. That's 225 I lost just on the Dow alone, but just being wrong. I thought the market was going to turn, and I mean overall the market is in a range, right? If we're looking at on a bigger time frame, on a 4 hour or even a daily, it's just kind of, this last week was just kind of like staying inside of this range. It had some scares. It wicked all the way down to 25.95 that day. It was a horrible day for me. I remember that day where it dropped this much, and then it came back. don't really know what that was about. But for the most part, if you're ignoring this, kind of a flash crash kind of a wick on Thursday and Friday, it's mostly inside of this range. The bodies of the candles are inside of this range, so I expected more of the same and more of a deeper red candle to stay inside. But instead, we got a bullish candle, and there's an opportunity to take a short off of the resistance over here. I don't know if I'm just kind of I missed so many shots that I am a little bit gun shy about it right now. I do. So I'm looking for like divergence or something here. I don't exactly see it. If I go on to a shorter time frame, I might see it. Okay, so I got a little bit of a divergence here. So yeah, so I've been eyeballing this area all day. I took an aggressive shot down here and here, both of which are wrong. So my real target, I should have been more patient. This is something that I said that I was gonna do, but I still took the shot earlier because I thought I had evidence, but I guess I didn't. So I'm gonna the market is actually open right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually show you how I put in orders, because I got started late and market is open, right? Usually I do this kind of broadcast when the market is closed, but I like a 75 pip or 75 tick stop. Point ticks, it's the same on the Dow because there's no decimal point. A tick is a point. And I'm gonna put this to good till cancel, right? I'm confident it'll hit, unless I'm gonna miss altogether and it drops like crazy, which would suck, but it'd be better than getting stopped out, right? So I do one order like this where I have a 75. This says pip, but in the futures market we say ticks. I have a 75 tick stock, and it's a stop, and it's open. But I'll put in another one where it is also a 1-to-1. So that way, I'm rather confident on my odds in this trade to at least get a 1-to-1. And after that, I kind of don't care. It makes it easier for me to have peace of mind to let the trade run, and then manage the either scale into it if it's working really well, or let it go and let the defense reveal what it's going to do for me. Right? Either way, no matter what happens, it is a free trade. Right? If I hit the 1-to-1 and then I got stopped out on the other one, I'm at a break even, right? So hence the free trade minus the commissions. I know it's a few bucks there. It's maybe like 5 or 6 or probably a little bit less than $10, but that is something that I'm not really calculating into the equation. That's just like the cost of doing business, and I'm not gonna penny pinch on that. The other losses came from the euro, which I'm about to get stopped out. I saw that it broke down below. I guess it didn't break on the 4-hour, which is what I should have probably used. But I saw that it broke below, the RSI broke below 40 on the hourly chart, and I was like, wow, this is really bearish. So I'm gonna look for, and it stayed under 40, So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a shot at the 1750. It's a big number, and it closed below strongly, and so I took a shot, and it's just retracing, and it looks like it's about to stop me out. I don't know, but so I'm gonna count that as a loss, probably. Not very good. Do not feel good about that. And it's the same kind of situation with the British pound. The currencies, like the dollar is starting to show its strength again, which is where this kind of this drop came from, this retracement came from. I don't know if it's gonna hold. We have fundamentally, I have not been checking news or anything like that today. I've been on, other like other meetings and different calls and everything like that. So not spending too much time reading up on news and paying attention to charts all that much. I actually want to be looking at these charts less moving forward because it's actually something that I don't want to have rule my life because there's other projects that I'm involved with. So I think for the most part for August you're gonna see me do like my breakout trade opportunities, which I missed today. I'll talk about that. It would like the winners that I would have had didn't hit because it didn't actually hit entry, and all the losers hit entry. So it's like a really really frustrating day. Horrible day. But that's what I'm going for. It's just a lot of like more longer term swing trade kind of setups that might need like a day or two or three, or they might be several days. It might not hit entry until like the week, or the end of the week. But it's just going to be longer term entries. But every day I will be doing at least taking a look and taking a shot maybe if it makes sense. At the opening range breakout, and of course on Wednesdays and Thursdays we have the news. So there's still plenty of day trade type opportunities for me to take. Hopefully it goes well. It goes better than it did in July, because in July it did not work very well. In June it worked great. In June, like when I started the vlog, it was just very very consistent and worked great. And in July it did not. It did not. And part of it is me not taking them as much, and so missing out on a few opportunities. But the crude oil, for example, is probably the best example. Overnight, it dropped down to this little like support area around the 39.75 to 39.60 area. This area that I was thinking about taking along because of the support, but got scared. So what are you gonna do? Where's the opening range? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Here it is. So this range right here, after it opened, I saw this, a few minutes after it opened, and I was like, ugh, I don't know if I want to take along there anymore, because even the overnight trend was long. It's the only thing that I was really looking at, but these few red candles kind of threw me off and made me want to not take it anymore. But as you can see, it broke above, and I was like, all right, so maybe I will take it on the retracement. But you can tell here, after I had my order, it's not there anymore because it expired at the end of the day. But I had the order right on this dotted green line. You might not be able to see, but it's a 40.50, 40.5, small quarter, right? You have the 40, 40.25, 40.50, and this is something I had an order set here, but I missed it by literally like one tick here, right? 52, every tick is 0.025, so my entry was 0.5, and it came all the way down to 525 and didn't pick me up. And I don't know that I would have had the 3-to-1, which is what I usually go for, and then it would have come down. But like it was a near miss. It was a near miss on my entry on the one trade that I would have had. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like shoulda, woulda, coulda, just taken the breakout. I wouldn't have gotten stopped out. Would have been. Okay, my computer is spazzing out.